Ever since I was a kid, I have loved the idea of one day becoming a successful YouTuber. Maybe making gaming video, making finances video, whatever. I used to really want to make like gaming videos as a kid, and now I want to become a successful financial YouTuber, and I'm pretty sure that's what I want for the rest of my life if it was to become successful, of course, because I want to help other people to be in better financial situations than I am or I was. But that's beside the point. And so for the past few years, I have been blindly chasing my dreams. What do I mean by blindly? I was an absolute man-child. I was a child. I was a baby. I was a little kid because I disregarded all of my finances. I pretended like I had no responsibility. I was basically chasing my dreams like a little kid, like a little boy, because I had no job, no income, no responsibility, just my dreams. And that was so stupid. Why is it stupid? Well, just look at where it got me today. $7,400 worth of credit card debt in the negatives. Why the $7,400 in credit card debt, you may ask? Well, for the longest time, I hated working my 9-to-5 job. I thought I didn't need it because one day I would become successful with my YouTube channel and I won't need that job. I'll just make up for the debt eventually, like maybe in 5-6 months. I'll get rich. Don't worry about it. It never happened. And to be honest, it boils down to these two main reasons. Number one, I was a man-child. I was lazy. I did not want to go to work. I hated my 9-to-5 job. I hated the idea of 9-to-5 jobs. Like I hated showing up to work, clocking in, having to do what the manager want me to do, and then stay there for 8 hours and then clock out and then lose the whole day. I hated that so much. And so I just chose not to do it. I chose my debt. And on top of that, reason number two, I thought that by taking on more debt, by not working a 9-to-5 job, instead of putting time into the 9-to-5 job, I can put time into my YouTube channel and grow it instead. And by doing that, it would speed up the process and it would speed up me becoming successful with YouTube. And well, you already know what happened. Recently, I got monetized. So recently I started making dollars with YouTube. Like I started making like $2 a day. So yeah, I'm grateful for it, but I am nowhere near close to be able to replace my minimum wage job with my YouTube channel income. I am nowhere near that. But instead of manning up, instead of growing up and get myself a damn job, I chose to keep opening up more debts, keep being a lazy ass bum and just not go to work. And you know the saying that everything happens for a reason? Well, I'm pretty sure that this happened for a reason for me because my reality check eventually came in and it came in hard. It came in horribly because at first my debt, it wasn't too bad. You know, it was like $1,000 negative and it used to be below my total savings amount until it eventually got over. And then that was the point when I started stressing about my finances, when I started stressing about having debt in my credit card because I am literally running a financial YouTube channel and I have debt. And the reason why I brought up my financial YouTube channel is because I know that having credit card debt is bad. I cannot use the excuse that I don't know because this literally basic financial literacy 101. Do not have credit card debt and I have it. So that put on so much stress upon me for months and months because I just kept using my credit card. And the more I use, the more debt I have. And the more debt I have, the more stress I will have. And it will just keep going. But at the same time, my stress and my laziness, my stress was not able to crack my laziness. You know, my laziness and my desire to never work a 9-to-5 job was like all the way up here. And my stress was just down here. But eventually it kept creeping up. And that was when the reality check came in because that was when I grew up. One night, I became overwhelmed with the interest rates, with the negatives in my credit card, with barely having any money in my savings because I kept using my savings because like I couldn't open up more credit cards. So I touched my savings instead, which was so financially stupid, but that's what I had to do. Well, I didn't have to do it. I was just a man child. So that's why I did it. So I realized, nah, I'm done. And then I filed a divorce with debt. I was done with debt forever. And I began to chase my true second love, aka money. My first is my girlfriend. It will always be my girlfriend. I love you. I realized that I need to grow the hell up. I realized that financial instability was holding me back instead of actually accelerating my progress towards achieving my dreams. Despite me making like slow progress towards achieving my dream, aka with YouTube. Like I recently became monetized, but that is nowhere near enough to be able to support me on a monthly basis, even if I budget. So eventually that became the cure to my laziness. The debt, the stress, it became the cure to my laziness. And that's where I come back to what I said earlier, that everything happens for a reason. And this is why I was financially illiterate, because I needed to learn my lesson and I needed to cure my laziness. And this is how I cured my laziness. Debt forced me to realize the true value of $1. It forced me to grow the hell up. And I did. Now, like a developed habit, I feel weird if I don't make money because I feel the burning desire on my ass to get the hell out of debt ASAP. Because if I don't, I'm putting my future on hold right now. And I need to get out of debt because the interest rate is going to start biting my ass really soon because I opened it like a year ago and I think it has like an 18 months 0% APR. So I need to get out of debt ASAP. So for the first time in more than a year, I'm finally putting my finances above my dreams. So if there's one lesson to take away together from my experience with stupidity, that would be to chase your dreams. Yes, but do it responsibly. Do it like an adult. And for those of you who just listen to my story and my experience, and if you're in the same situation and you still refuse to get a 9-to-5 job, well, you need to be punched with words. And I'm going to do that to you because unless your daddy is able to give you a small loan of $1 million tomorrow, if you were in a financial hole tomorrow, you need to grow up and get yourself a damn job. If you are currently an aspiring entrepreneur and you buy into the idea that 9-to-5 jobs are horrible, it was designed to keep you as slaves, and you want to escape the matrix ASAP. You want to escape the rat race ASAP, and you never want to work a 9-to-5 job again because that's slavery. You're above that. If that's what you believe, you need to grow the hell up. That is a child mentality. That is a kid's mentality. That's a baby mentality, okay? Especially if you have nothing to show from your entrepreneur pursuits. Trust me, I was once you. And if you keep this up, if you keep having no income and you just keep blindly chasing your dreams, you are gonna end up in credit card debts because you have no other access to money. Like how the hell are you gonna get money? Like you're gonna sell drugs or something? Hell no, that's illegal. But realistically, if you were to refuse to go to work at your 9-to-5 job and you just want to pursue your entrepreneur pursuits on whatever, like you want to become a successful YouTuber, right? And right now you're making $2 a month. How do you want to live? How are you going to live? Right? You need to open up credit cards and to open up debt so that you can have access to money. And at that point, you're just digging yourself a hole, a financial negative hole that you just keep digging because you have no income to back it up. So you have to go into the negatives in order to survive, because what's the alternative? To be homeless? Nobody wants to be homeless. I'm pretty sure you don't. So of course, it's a no-brainer to open up more credit cards, right? Right? Bright idea. Congratulations, you guys. You have cracked it. You are escaping the matrix. Yeah, that's gonna get you out of the matrix by going into the negatives, because it's all for your financial freedom future, you know? Do you not realize how childish that sounds? Do you not realize how lazy you sound? Listen, if you want to argue that you need time for your entrepreneurial pursuits, right? And that's why you don't want to work a 9-to-5 job, you have time. You're going to make time, because if you're not able to make time, you might as well not pursue your entrepreneurial dreams, because that is likely to fail anyway, and you are going into a dying and failing dream. That is the real world, and you need to live in there. You need to move in there right now. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in the hole. You need to prioritize what is generating income. And if your entrepreneur pursuits is not generating income right now, if your side business, if your YouTube channel, if your whatever is not generating income, you need other sources of income. And that basically translates to you need a damn job. You need to put the fries into the bag, okay? You need an income, and that's how you grow up. That's how you become an adult. Because statistically, if you dive balls deep into the entrepreneur pursuits, if you dive blindly into the entrepreneur pursuits and you keep opening up more credit cards every single month, the more time you need it, the more credit cards you get. By the end, you have 50 credit cards. Who cares? It's all for the dream. It's going to pay off in the end. Well, statistically, it is very, very likely that you will not be successful in your entrepreneur dreams. No matter how hard you work to be successful at it, luck at the end of the day is going to play a factor. So it's not guaranteed. And according to statistics, the odds are against you. You are likely to fail. So in the event of you being likely to fail, and after you've opened up all of these credit cards and dug a super deep hole for yourself, what happens after you fail? What happens once you decide that you're going to quit your entrepreneur dreams and goals and just, look for another source of income? You are going to be in a hole, a super deep hole, like maybe 10K, 15K, maybe even more. And it's all going to be negatives because you were too arrogant, too childish to take responsibility and get a damn job. You and me, we both need to live in the real world now. So given the odds that you are likely to fail, by the time that you decide to quit pursuing your dreams, you are going to be so very financially set back that you probably need years to get back on track, to be average at that point. So in other words, if you are blindly pursuing your entrepreneur dreams right now, and you refuse to work a 9-to-5 job, and refuse to have an income, and refuse to budget right now, and refuse to take a responsibility like a damn adult, you are actually damaging and potentially ruining your future, your financial future, and maybe even the future of your family, of your kids, of your spouse, all because you wanted to become that successful YouTuber. One day you make it, you make it. There's a difference between overconfidence and confidence. In the same way as how there's a difference between being a kid and an adult. A kid will pursue something blindly with no regards for the consequences. An adult will take calculated risk. And that's what you need to do. And on top of having an income and on top of not ruining your future, there's also another pro to getting a 9-to-5 job while pursuing your entrepreneur dreams and goals. And that second pro would be the fact that you are actually increasing your chances of ultimately becoming successful in your entrepreneurial endeavors. Let me explain. So let's go back to the first scenario. Remember how you refused to get a job and to get a damn income, and instead you're just blindly chasing your entrepreneurial endeavors? Well, that forces you to take out debt, right? To take out loans in order to just survive, right? And eventually you would be so deep into the financial hole. Eventually, all of the banks will not give you a loan anymore because your credit score will end up being like 2 at that point. So they won't even look at you. So at that point, you are basically forced to give up on your entrepreneurial dreams, and you have to get a job by that point because reality is starting to set in and starting to hit you, smack you in the face at that point, and it forces you to get a damn job. Otherwise, you're going to end up on the street or bankrupt. You don't want to be bankrupt. And that, as a result, actually decreases your chances of achieving your entrepreneurial dreams. Why? Well, because it forces you to quit early because you are in such a deep hole that you have to quit, right? Otherwise, you end up on the streets. So alternatively, by getting yourself a damn 9-to-5 job, by a regular job, and by having an income and a budget and having responsibility to take care of. And if you take care of those responsibilities and you don't have debt, that will actually increase your chances at achieving your entrepreneurial dreams because that allows you to continue pursuing your dreams. And as we all know, since your odds of achieving your entrepreneurial dreams is low, you need to take as many shots. You need to keep trying until you make it, and that maximizes your chances at achieving your entrepreneurial dream. So this, by having a 9-to-5 job, that will actually help you. And that is why being financially responsible is probably in your best interest to your brightest future possible. I am finally gonna grow up. I'm gonna prioritize my budget. I'm gonna prioritize my debt repayment plan, and I'm gonna put that above chasing my dreams. And I have been doing that for almost a month now, and I will keep doing it because the fire on my ass, it's not going to go away anywhere anytime soon because I'm done with this debt. I'm done with the stress. I'm going to get out of this debt ASAP. I'm going to post a video soon regarding my budget to get out debt ASAP. So stay tuned for that video. And no, I'm not going to give up on my YouTube dreams. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to put my finances above it. I'm going to put work above it, but I'll still make YouTube videos though. So don't worry. I'm going to still put out content. It just won't be like maybe as often. And honestly, the stress that I've been experiencing with the debt, it has made me hate consumerism. I hate buying stuff that I don't need now. Like, I literally hate cars. I don't want to spend another dime on a car again. Maybe aside from the stuff I have to pay, like gas and insurance and the registration. But that's it. Done. No more. I don't need another car. As long as it runs, it runs. I'm not going to spend another dime. Wait, maybe to like change the oil, but that's it. So going back to what I said earlier, maybe the stress was put upon me so that I can learn to be frugal for once in my life. Because before this, yes, I loved consumerism. I loved getting the best thing, the best iPhone, the biggest car, the nicest car. I loved cars back then. Now I just hate every aspect of consumerism. I hate spending money in general. I want to make money work for me, but that's a goal for when I'm out of debt. I just simply do not want to be in debt ever again. And if I end up not achieving my dreams, I know I'll be okay because I do have a backup plan. I'm currently going to school to become an accountant later on in my life, and that's going to be my plan B if YouTube doesn't work out. Ultimately, I want to deal with some sort of finances for my work, but preferably YouTube finances, of course. But if that doesn't work out, I know I'll be okay because my ultimate dream is to become financially freed. I am going to achieve financial freedom. I'm going to provide for my family, and I'm going to make sure that I will never and we will never have to worry about money again later on in my life. And I put that dream way above my dreams of becoming a YouTuber because that dream is more attainable, because as long as I play it safe, as long as I take calculated risk, I will achieve it. And after watching this whole video, and if you're still considering to never ever work a 9-to-5 job, well, I hope that you have a rich daddy, because otherwise, good luck. And I actually mean it. I hope that you achieve your dreams. This is not a video to tell you to not chase your dreams. Please do. But please chase it responsibly, because that will ensure the best financial future for you. So yeah, thank you for watching. Comment down below what your dreams and hopes are. I pray that you achieve every single one of those dreams and goals. And I hope this video have helped you. And I hope that you have a great day. Anyways, that's about it. Bye.